A controversial hot take amongst business buyers and people that acquire businesses is that I firmly believe if you're going to have someone run your day-to-day, you need to give them equity in the company. So as someone who's bought and sold multiple companies and helped hundreds buy them, a lot of business searchers and acquirers are not going to tell you that this is what you need to do, but I absolutely believe that you do for the longevity and the sustainability and alignment of you and the person managing your day-to-day. So when you go hire a GM or CEO, you're going to offer them equity. So what does this look like? Over time, you're going to offer them anywhere between 5 to 15%. I don't really normally go above that. It kind of depends on how much you want to give away, but you're going to give that amount over time if they hit certain goals. So the way that I look at this is when you hire a GM or CEO, you're going to give them base salary. So whatever the market rate is for someone in that business, in that industry, based on your size. And so size of revenue is normally the way to do that. You're going to base it off that. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to start looking at quarterly and annual bonuses that you attached to the long-term strategy. So quarterly task, annual performances, it could be revenue-based, it could be metric-based, it could be task-based. Like sometimes it's hiring a couple of people for my CEO. Sometimes it's bringing in new processes or new softwares. It's really about me thinking of the long-term vision and them being the executioner of that long-term vision. So they have quarterly bonuses and then annual bonuses based on those metrics, based on a percentage of their salary. So now I've got the immediate carrot, which is essentially the base salary. I've got the medium long-term carrot, which is the quarterly and annual bonuses. And then the longest term carrot, which is the equity. So that equity is given over time if they hit 80% of their goals. So if they don't get the equity that year, it rolls to the next year. And so I'm going to give all of my CEOs 10% equity over 5 years. So they get 2% equity each year, and that rolls into a total of 10%. So the idea is you want them to go grow it to a $10 million company. So now they become a millionaire, or a $5 million company because now they made $500,000 on top of the salary, on top of the profit sharing. And that's really some of the basic things that I look at when people are like, well, how do you trust that person to do it? Well, I trust them because I'm going to make them an owner, and then they'll think like I think and they'll care like I care. And so those are just some of the ways that also can make sure that you incentivize them to stay around, because now they're part owner with you. So those are just some of the key things, and we'll talk about that in my live call today. But let me know if you have any questions on that.